What's good, YouTube? What's good? Once again, it's the one and only OG Hollywood, man. I'm coming back at you with another silly story. Yeah, another silly story. But let's do what we always do, and let's hit that thumbs up, that like, so we can get right into it, man. Today I want to talk about burglary of a habitation, man. That's the story for the day, man. Burglary of a habitation, man. Burglaries inside of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. That's the story for the day, man. That's my silly story for the day, man. So, like I said, remember to hit that like button, man. Before you do anything else, hit that like button. And share this silly story. Today I want to talk about my partner named JG, man. And for those that are not familiar with JG, JG is the individual, man, that I did time with. And he's in one of my other stories, man. So that lets you know, man, that me and JG did a lot of collabing on a lot of things, man. And on this particular story, man, we collabed on this, man. In other words, I'm going to say this here. JG came to my motherfucking rescue in a gambling situation. I was playing poker one day, and we all know, man, that poker can cost your ass and lose a lot of money if you're not careful, man. So on this particular day, man, I was playing an old school by the name of Boxer, man. Bad motherfucker, man. I mean bad on all ends of gambling, right? I'm talking about from shooting dice, playing poker, playing Big Six. He was a bad motherfucker. Really, to be honest, he was too bad of a motherfucker for me to be fucking with. But the only way you're gonna be the best, you gotta beat the best, right? And still to this day, I believe Boxer set my ass up. Yeah, he set me up. Cause the first time we played poker, I beat him. I probably beat Boxer out about $75 or $80, man. But the man money was long. Commissary, that is, in commissary. Didn't know nothing about his motherfucking real financial status in prison, man, but I knew his fucking money was long as far as commissary, right? So, man, Boxer sat down at the poker table one day, man. You got to bring your money to the table, man. And the way Boxer operates is that you have to bring a $50 sack to the table because the motherfucker can lose $50 in one hand, right? So anyway, like I said, I challenged Boxer to a motherfucking head up, poker match, right? And we ain't playing with cards, we playing with dominoes. So in prison, it's a lot of games you can play with dominoes, man. And poker was one of those games, right? And when you got two motherfuckers at the table that's got something, you're gonna have motherfuckers surround the table, but it ain't gonna be in the back of you, right? Because for one, you're gonna have Boxer people in the back of him, and you probably have my people in the back of me. But it don't go like that. They have to stand on the side just to watch the game, right? And when I got a good hand and he got a good hand, you're gonna hear the ooh, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the way that penitentiary shit is, man. So anyway, I'm a student of the game as far as when it comes to poker. But I like the game because the game can bring you a lot of money, but it can also cost your ass to lose a lot of money, right? And on this particular day, man, shit, I lost a lot of money. So let me walk you through the poker game, right? So as the game started, man, he win a hand, I win a hand, he win a hand, I win a hand. And came time for this hand right here. Now, in my hand, I got 5 aces, right? I got 5 aces. We betting. I bet he called. I bet he called. I bet he called. Well, shit. I raised. He called. So anyway, we go back and forth with this shit, right? And finally I said, man, you know what, man? We might well go on and throw the hand in because we got the same hand, right? So Boxer said, no, we ain't got the same hand, right? So fuck it. I said, turn out and win. And you already know when a nigga got 5 aces, you think you got the best hand on the motherfucking table. Not in this poker game. So I turn out with my 5 aces, right? Shit, Boxer turned out with 5 of a kind. Whammy. Smoke my motherfucking ass, right? So he's smoking with the 5 of a kind, right? And I lose. I look at the marker sheet. The motherfucker's $500. So I said, shit, ain't no way in fuck I'm gonna pay no $500. Not even if I wanted to, right? So anyway, so Boxer said, you know what, Wood, man, I ain't doing no tripping. Give me $250. Can't do nothing but acknowledge that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Boxer hustle just like I am, right? And you gotta pay what you lose, right? So anyway, I said, I bet that, man. So remember, I said it's people around the table, you know, one on this end, you got Boxer, you know, homeboys. On this end, you got my homeboys, right? You know, and everybody got damn me just, you know, trying to see who's gonna win this big ass hand. As it got bigger and bigger, the damn table got crowded and crowded, right? So we got a motherfucking audience, so you already know a nigga gonna try to grandstand, but I lost, man. So my partner on the other end was named JG, and like I said, JG was in one of my other stories, right? And for those who haven't checked out that story, go ahead and check it out, man. So it's the fake weed story. Go ahead and check it out, man. JG was in that story right there, man. Did a lot of time, man, boy. Shout out JG, man. So anyway, man, JG said, damn, Wood, you gonna pay that nigga that $250? I said, I ain't got no choice but to pay it to the nigga. I ain't gonna jack him because I'm gonna want action at my money, right? He said, you gonna pay it out yourself? I said, shit, hell no. I'm gonna have to hustle that shit. I'm gonna have to hustle it. So he said, man, let me holler at you. I got a hustle for you, man. I said, all right. Now, for about 2 or 3 months, man, I always go to JG's cell, right? And the nigga's cell is stacked from the floor all the way to the goddamn ceiling with all type of commissary shit, right? You know, all type of commissary shit, which I know JG was a hustler too, but you never ask a man what his hustle is. Penitentiary rules always in effect on that end of the field. Remember that. You never ask a man what his hustle is, right? So he said, man, let me put you on to this hustle, man. I said, bet that. So, you know, we go and chop it up and shit. And he said, man, I got a key. I said, what kind of key? He said, shit, nigga, I got a key to the city, nigga. So I said, key to the city? Fuck you mean you got a key to the city? He said, man, I got a key to every motherfucking lock on this unit, right? This is just to show you how green I am to his hustle. So I said, let me see the motherfucker. He said, nigga, it's right down in the day room. So I get my lame ass up. I'm looking out the motherfucking cell to the day room. I'm looking for a motherfucking key on the floor. One of them little keys like this, right? But little do I know, the nigga talking, as he said, leaning up against the wall right there, right? So I'm still looking. I don't see no motherfucking key. So I'm thinking he playing the game. He said, no, nigga, I'm talking about the broom. He said, that's the key to the city, right? He said, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So nigga come in, reaching his sock. So he pulled a piece of broomstick out about like this here. And it's got like a little metal handle on the end of it, like grooves in it, right? So he said, let me show you something. So anyway, he put the motherfucker down between his lock. Now you gotta keep in mind, in prison, you got combination locks. And for anybody that's watching this motherfucking video, if you get a broom with the grooves on the end of it, you can stick it between that lock and you can open that motherfucker without even knowing the combination to the lock. It's gonna break the lock though. It's gonna break that motherfucker. It's gonna shot it, right? So anyway, he got a demonstration lock in the house, like I said, you know what I'm saying, which was his lock. He put it in there. Boom, that motherfucker popped open. I said, well, I be goddamn, my nigga, I ain't never saw that move right there. He said, man, nigga, this how I got all my shit in here, right? So I said, hold up, JG, man. You been tell you been breaking in these niggas' house? He said, no, nigga, I don't break in niggas' houses on the unit, nigga. I ain't trying to go out like that. I said, all right. I said, well, shit, give me the game. So at this particular time, you got transit cells on the unit, right? What I mean by transit cells on the unit, they kept certain cells open for people to come on the unit when they get a visit, right? So just say, for instance, if your sister incarcerated and she coming to see her brother, what's gonna happen is he gonna come from another unit and she gonna come from another unit, but they gonna house her in the back of the infirmary, and they gonna put you on a regular block. You know, regular, you know, like they call it pod, regular pod. But you don't stay on the unit though. You only over here, say for instance, you come over here on a Friday, you're gonna be over there that Friday, Saturday, and you'll catch the chain that Sunday night. You know, they give you like a 48-hour pass off your unit, right? So anyway, he give me the game on that. So I said, all right. I said, now let me ask you this. How you pick and choose the motherfuckers you get? He said, man, look, my nigga, when these people come off this chain from wherever they coming from, they go in the cell and they sit their shit down. They tired, they go to sleep. I said, okay. So anyway, like I said, he give me the game on how to do that, on how to bust the lock. So anyway, keep in mind, I gotta pay boxes $250. And shit, I ain't going to run my card for no $250. And I damn so ain't giving him the money out myself, but I gotta pay him because I want action at my money, right? So anyway, motherfucker come in on the chain. And they come in all the time. But you have to watch the bag when they come to the door because you don't want to be fucking with a motherfucker that's broke. So anyway, motherfucker come in on the chain, right? Come in on the chain. So I'm watching him. So I tell JG, I said, man, JG, I'm finna pull that move you showed me. He said, man, I thought you were gonna get somebody else to do it. I said, no, nigga, I'm doing my motherfucking self, nigga. I ain't finna get nobody to do shit. I know it's gonna get did right if I do it, right? I said, cause now, although it's my first time in the history of motherfucker, since I've been locked up, that I'm finna pull a motherfucker me penitentiary burglary. Penitentiary, I'm going against all motherfucking rules, and I already know, man, penitentiary rules in effect when you fuck with a nigga shit cause consequences and repercussions for fucking with a nigga shit. But it's a difference in this case. The motherfucker that's finna get knocked don't even stay on the unit. He gonna be over 2 days in his history. He gone, right? So anyway, I said, man, hold it down. I'm going in. So I go in and take care of the business. I take care of the business. Just like he showed me. Peel it, boom, open, motherfucker pop. You know what I'm saying? I go in and get all the shit out of there. Ain't nobody in the cell. They gonna visit. Come back. And the only reaction you're gonna get is the motherfucker gonna scream real loud. Oh man, one of these whole ass niggas broke in my cell. They gonna, you know, all type of these over the run motherfucking threats, but you know, 48 hours they ass going back to the unit. Ain't shit else gonna happen. That's over with. What didn't happen was this right here. It didn't stop. Instead of me doing that business to take care of boxing, I fucked up and showed some broke motherfuckers the game. Worst mistake I ever made. But they was all right with me. And everybody in prison ain't got no money. You can be real but broke at the same time. It ain't no different from the streets, right? So I showed a couple more of my partners the game, same way JG gave it to me. And they ran the motherfucking numbers up, right? They started fucking with nigga shit on the unit. What they would do was leave off the pod, go to the next pod, catch motherfuckers going to work, and go in their cell. Pop their shit, load it up in a condola, and push the motherfucker back to the house. They might be done did 3-4 houses in the same day, right? On different pods. Worst mistake I ever made was showing a nigga how to pop a lock, right? So anyway, the shit got so out of hand that a motherfucker used to leave the building, go to another building, burglarize the nigga shit, come back on the other side of the unit with everything the nigga on. And when that nigga come back home, ain't shit in that bitch. And the confusion will be left on the other side of the unit. It'll never be where we at, right? Until the wrong motherfucker got the key and he starts flaming the motherfucking pod up, right? So he flaming the goddamn pod up to where shit got out of hand, right? Now, when the shit got out of hand, that's when everybody started doing all the goddamn talking. And everybody that wasn't going to work, them the motherfuckers that they labeled as a suspect of the motherfucking burglaries, right? These motherfuckers even came up with a name for the motherfuckers that was burglarizing the houses. They came up with a name talking about Ali Bobby and the 40 Thieves, huh? And guess who they labeled Ali Bobby? Me. They labeled me as Ali Bobby due to the fact because all the burglaries that was happening in the area that I was in, right? So somehow it got back to the motherfuckers that getting their shit stole, that I was the mastermind behind the whole situation, right? Which in this case I was. Yeah, I was the mastermind. But like I said, when niggas is broke, desperate time calls on desperate measurements, right? And we already know, man, it wasn't pretty, but fuck it, we in prison, man. It's the same way in the streets, man. It's grimy, and nigga gonna get it like he live, man. And that's just what that is, right? So anyway, man, all good things must come to an end because there's consequences and repercussions for it, right? So motherfucker get popped. In other words, motherfucker get their house ran in. So it's big chaos on the pod now. Everybody's talking, right? Because they're expecting this one dude that did it, but the dude that did it fucked with me. But I wasn't there at the time when the shit got ran in on, right? So anyway, everybody started talking, especially this one dude, big motherfucker called Phil. He had rolls in his head, you know what I'm saying? Like the little meat rolls in his head. So he started talking. Yeah, man, when we do find out who's doing all the motherfucking stealing, man, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, right? All this old motherfucking rah-rah shit, right? But we already know the nigga that do the most raw, they gonna do shit, right? So I'm just sitting back. Because I ain't stole shit out of motherfucking house, except for that one time. And it wasn't the motherfucker that I peeled for whatever he had. He wasn't even on the unit. He been gone back to the unit. I just gave the game to some broke motherfuckers, and they took out running with it like Carl Lewis. So anyway, I'm sitting on the table. So motherfucker come to my section and make a statement like this. Yeah, as soon as we find out who doing this, who doing that, even the motherfucker that's behind it, gonna get their ass smashed, right? So nigga, he looked at me. So I asked nigga, I said, nigga, why the fuck you looking at me when you making the more weak ass statements? And there I went. Nigga, cause how we heard your motherfucking ass behind it, nigga. You the one got all these niggas running the nigga houses from pod to pod. Nigga, it's you. You the one, no, you ain't doing it. You ain't doing it, but you don't wire these niggas up to do it. I tell you what, nigga, I ain't wired a motherfucker up to do shit, nigga. I ain't wired a motherfucker up to do shit. So, I mean, it got real. At that particular moment, it got real, right? So the nigga walk up on me. Keep in mind, this is a big nigga. So I weigh about 165, probably, I weigh about 175. You know what I'm saying? Rip, push up out the game, sit up, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't just got damn me no motherfucking pushover. So anyway, so the nigga say, the nigga big face me. And for anybody know what big face is, the nigga put his whole palm in my motherfucking face. First time in history, nigga ever done some shit like that. So nigga tell me, talking about it's on. So my response there was this, you sure right, bitch, it is on. So anyway, I get ready to square up with the nigga. And before I know it, you got 3-4 other niggas come out of nowhere. I'm saying, these niggas gonna click on me. So boom, I go get a couple more of my motherfucking guys. I said, man, look, I got this other nigga here. Y'all just hold this down. I got him. Don't worry about him. So they tell these niggas, nah, it's a one-on-one, nigga. It's a one-on-one. That nigga bigger than Hollywood anyway. So anyway, so we get out there and go to doing our thing, right? So the nigga swing, I swing. He slow as a motherfucker. So I catch him, boom, boom, boom. And I ain't catching a number of motherfucking headshots. So the nigga revert to the wrestling game, right? And you got to remember, man, penitentiary rules ain't no motherfucking wrestling, man. It's break it up and get back at it, right? So nigga pimped me up against the table. When he pimped me up against the table, my motherfucking back hurt so motherfucking hard, and the nigga got his shoulder in me, taking all the air out of it, but I ain't gonna let him know it, right? So I'm trying to push the nigga up off of me, and my partner, they see what's going on, so they said, nah, break it up, so they break it up, right? So anyway, we get back in there. Boom, 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 boom. But this time, the nigga pimped me against the table. I move and come up under him. Boom. And I come across. Boom. And when I come across, I bust this motherfucking blood vessel in his eye, right? And when I bust his blood vessel in his eye, the uppercut goddamn me hit him right here, so his mouth bleed, right? And by that time, the motherfucking CO's dying up. So the CO's run up on me. Because I got blood on my motherfucking shirt. They think it's me. I said, it ain't me bleeding, it's that nigga bleeding. So they go over there on him, right? And he, like I said, he a big motherfucker. So they handcuff us, take us out, and Law said, damn, man, we didn't know you could fight like that, Hollywood. I said, I do what I got to do when it's time for me to do it, right? So anyway, we go to PhD. We in the motherfucking PhD. And the niggas at about 3 cells down from me say, Hollywood, man, man, that shit didn't even have to go down like that. I said, yeah, nigga, you called me a bitch, then you big face me. What the fuck you think I was supposed to do? Nigga, I said, not on that. You accused me some shit that I ain't had nothing to do with, although I did. So anyway, long story short, man, and the nigga in PhD, we do 14 in one, man. We get out. He go to his side, I go to my side, right? So now, when I get out of jail, my boy JG got another plan.